You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine.
Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from ArtistryinCards, and I am so happy to be back for 2025. It's taken me a little bit. I had a couple of things I had to deal with this year, but I am so excited to get started. So, first video I want to make for you is all about our digitals. Currently, we have continued the sale from last year. So if you buy 2 digitals, you get 2 free. So today I thought it'd be fun to go and pull that adorable little owl, but let's look at this gnome first. Super cute. The best part about digitals, if you've never used them before, you literally go on the website, JessicaLynnOriginal.com, choose the one you want, add it to the cart, add 4 because then 2 of them will be free, and you can instantly download them. So you don't have to wait. So you can almost make this card with me in real time, which I love. There are some days when I just want to craft immediately. All right, you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and use this adorable little Brentwood. Now, as the owner and artist, I draw all of the images that you see on our website. So I appreciate you crafting with my stamps. So what's going to happen is I go out to the website after I purchase, I download, and from there, if you've never used a digital stamp before, you can either use, like I personally will use Google Docs. You could use Microsoft Word, both work. And I always create all of my digital images in there. So what I'll do is I'll save it to like my download folder, for example, and then I will go to Insert, Picture from Computer, and then I put it in there. Now, the reason I like the Word doc or the Google Doc or the Word file is that you can actually see the measurements. So if you're trying to make it a specific size, it's really easy to make those adjustments right from in here. And then you can also put multiple stamps. So if you downloaded all 4 for me, you could fit them all 4 on a page. So the first thing I'm going to do for my card today, I went ahead and sent that off to the printer. A lot of people tell me, oh, Jess, I don't have a good printer. Just know you could send them to a local Kinko's or something like that, and they can print it with ink that won't smear, just so that you know. I am using a cat scrappiness die cut. It's a rectangle. The plan I have is to cut out 2 of them out of this purpley pink paper, and those are going to be part of my background of my card. Yes, I am using an old school Cuttlebug. Shout out to the Cuttlebug fans. I still miss I love mine so much. I got it many years ago from my mother. My mother has passed, so every time I use it, I'm always kind of like, because I remember when she bought it, she was like, what the heck does this thing do? I bought it for you, but I don't know what it does. So every time I see it, I always think of her and it makes me smile. So one of the things I love about crafting is being able to share memories and bring up memories. So now that I've got these 2 cut, and what I love about this cat scrappiness die, I don't know if you can see, but it has this really cool little stitched edge. I'm such a fan of that. It just adds like an extra finish to it. Now, for those of you that have watched my channel for a long time, typically I use my brother's Scan and Cut, but today I am going to go ahead and use just a pair of scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut it. Is it perfect? No. Does it look good? Yes. If I use my brother's Scan and Cut, what I like about the brother's Scan and Cut is that it's almost like using a die cut. But here's the thing, digital stamps typically don't have a die cut. So, bummer. And because of that, I have to either manually cut it out, or I have to go in and use the brother's Scan and Cut. It'll find all the edges, and then I say add a X amount around the image, and it will cut it out for me. Both work fine. Both look beautiful. Please know that you don't have to, if you're just starting and you're like, I like this image, it's so cute, I want to make some Valentines, go ahead and do it. You'll work your way up to the tools that you like. So I'm going to go ahead and color Brentwood Owl in. Brentwood Owl is my little copyrighted trademarked character. He has been with us for a long time. I absolutely love him. I think he's so adorable. Just going to use the browns. I'm using actually the colors that are his traditional colors. I have seen him colored in almost every color though. I love being able to use digitals for like cards like this, for example. I have done in the past where I've made Valentine's Day cards for my kids for school, and I've actually used digital images, and just double check the company that you work with, or if you use ours, double check our angel policy. We just ask that you say that the stamps came from us. And obviously you can't use them for mass production. You can't use them with a logo, any of that good stuff. Obviously, because the copyright still stays with us, we're just allowing you to use this so that you can instantly craft and create, which, again, like I said before, I absolutely love. I love not having to wait for the images. Although sometimes I'll tell you, if you were with me last year, one of my favorite stamp sets has to do with actually a die cut, and it comes from Waffle Flower. It's that postage stamp one, and it was way worth waiting for that one. Although there are times when I'm like, I just want to craft now, and it's part of the fun of it. I absolutely love this. I think he looks so cute, and I was going to color his shirt in, but I opted to go white just because I'm going to do a lot in the background, I decided, and I just want to make sure I have plenty of space for colors to pop. So this is going to be cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some Distress Oxide. I'm going to go ahead and grab my favorite stencil. It's so funny. I have like those favorites, right? One of my favorites is this brick background. I've used it multiple times for many different cards. Amy, many years ago, love her. She introduced me to the Distress Oxides, and I have never looked back, and I love them. One of the cheats I use a lot of times is Post-it notes, just to make sure I have a nice clean edge, to mask off that edge, if you will. And now I'm going to go ahead and just simply start outside of it. So try not to go right in, because sometimes it'll get too dark or too much of that Distress Oxide. I'm just going to kind of make a nice shadowy pattern, and then I'm going to go and find the darker color. There's like a black, I think it's black soot. Yeah, that's the one I want to use. Black soot, I just want to add some more depth to it. Sometimes what I find with the Distress Oxides is they're beautiful. They blend together well. I've said it before, they remind me of coloring with shoe polish, but I feel like sometimes it needs just a little more depth. So if you can go with more than one shade of a particular color when you're doing this, I always try and do it because I just think it gives it just a little bit more depth. And see, look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love it. I love the brick background. I've used it so many times. Almost as many as the Waffle Flower die cut. If you haven't seen any of those, be sure to go back and watch some of my videos. I've got a ton from Christmas that I had such a blast. One of the things, don't forget, always sign the back of your cards. You're the artist, so don't forget that, you know, your name should be on the back of there. And to be very honest, I have family that'll be like, oh, who made this? Oh, you made this card, you know, and I always think that's so cool. Now, yes, I did cover up a lot of the brick, but I will tell you, when you look at it in person, you can still tell that it's behind it. So it looks really cool. Now I am going to have to come back and shadow those hearts, I think, when we're all done. Yeah, that's going to look great. Ooh, I got the perfect sentiment. Let me get it. Now, just to go ahead and share with you, there we go, just a little extra to make it match the purples. Perfect. I do want to just take a moment and say, if you have never been here before, please go ahead and subscribe and watch more of my videos. Please take a look. I'm trying to get to the next level here on my channel. So by subscribing, it means that I'm able to share more content. I can offer more fun things. And one of the things I do want to tell you about is I am going to be hosting a live show. And the live show is going to be having guests where we'll create together using my digitals and some other things. And for the first so many that we do, I was able to order some really cool magnets for your fridge that say guest on live, ArtistryinCards.com, handmade with love. So for those of you that are going to join along, there is some really cool limited edition magnets, and I'm so excited about that. It's going to be so much fun. All right, let me go ahead and put this stamp on there. And this image, I don't know, those of you 90s kids, right? I'm sure you're singing the song that I'll be loving you forever. You know what? If you know the song and the band, put it down below. Comment down below. I'd love to see if you know. I'm not going to say who it is. Every time I see that sentiment, that's the first thing I see. So thank you guys again, and I look forward to seeing you all again